Hello all, welcome back to another video. So today, as you can see, we have quite a few new products to go through, including the SpongeBob collection with Wet n Wild, which I'm very excited to share with you all. A couple of KVD things that were on sale, a new sponge, and overall just some new fun products to talk about. One's out of the frame here. A couple at the bottom are kind of hard to see, and I apologize, there's just not a lot of space and a lot of products. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get these separated so we can just talk about them in groups like we normally do, instead of having to focus on everything here at once. So let me go ahead and break everything up and we will be right back. So here are all of our face products we have to talk about today. I know it's quite a bit. There's a lot of products in general to go over. So let's go ahead and start with this Juno & Co. sponge. I've been seeing this all over social media. TikTok people rave about it. It's all over Instagram. This is a $6 microfiber sponge. It's supposed to be like 50% softer than the original Beauty Blender. And it doesn't soak up much product, as you can see. I've been using it. I want to get him kind of close up so you guys can hopefully see the little microfibers. Yeah, you can kind of see them. So like along the edges there, the little things sticking up that look like hair. It's the microfibers. So it makes it really airbrushed looking makeup, and just it doesn't absorb a lot of product, and it's really soft. You can use it dry or wet. This one is wet because I did just use it before this video. I prefer my sponges dry normally, but I do like this one wet, and I prefer it that way because it's just softer, it's bouncier, and yeah, you can use this with powders, you can use it with cream. It's just a really good sponge. So next, let me see, I have to put that away somewhere. Let's move on to some KVD products. A lot of her stuff at Ulta. Well, I say her, but supposedly Kat Von D has nothing to do with the brand, but it is still, even on the new packaging, this is new stuff, so I don't know. Anyway, a lot of her stuff at Ulta is half off, so this was $13, these little blushes, and then the Shade and Light contour kits are $11. So I picked up a blush in the shade Rosebud. First of all, this packaging, it's adorable. This normally is not the color of blush I go for. This is quite cool toned. It's just like a mauve-y, kind of a purpley color. I'll see if I can swatch it. It's not powdery at all, like when you swirl your brush on it. See, I already have more swatches on my hand, just ignore that. Here's the color. It just blends out really nicely. It's matte. It's really nice. It blends into the skin beautifully. So I think for the deal, it's a really good steal if you like any of the other colors that are there. I cannot talk today. I'm so sorry. Little disclaimer, I've had a full can of an energy drink that I just tried today. So if I'm a little obnoxious or I can't talk, I can never talk, let's be honest, but that's probably why. Let me adjust you guys a little bit more. So yes, so that was $13. Not all of the shades are on sale, but if you could find one that you like that is half off, I highly recommend it. It's just a nice formula. This is the Shade and Light contour kit. This is the medium one. They didn't have any more of the light one, but just to give you guys a reference, this is medium, and as you can see, I've really been using that contour a lot, and it looks pretty light. The only thing is this highlight shade is a bit yellow. Other than that, I actually really like this. I think for $11, that's not bad at all. That's kind of drugstore to me. So to get like a high-end brand on sale like that's really nice. The highlight is a bit bright still, even though it's medium, and it's kind of yellow. And then the contour is a little warm, actually. I was shocked, but I really do like this. You can see where I've really been digging in it because I've been using it to do fake freckles as well. So I've been using this for about a week now. Yeah, about a week. I really do like it. I've been using it with the blush. I got it at the same time at Ulta. So let's move right along. These are two products that I got at Marshall's. Actually, a Bobbi Brown and an Estee Lauder product at Marshall's. This was $16.99. This is the Bobbi Brown highlighting powder in Pink Glow. I feel so bougie. If you hear Sugar, my mom's dog barking in the background, I'm so sorry. My dog's over here in the corner. But yes, this is Pink Glow. This is absolutely beautiful. I feel so bougie. So there it is. It's not really pink. The only thing pink is these kind of more darker shades in there, but it has white as well, so it just kind of, I don't know, it makes it not as pink. There it is. It's actually super reflective and just beautiful. I highly recommend that if you go to your local Marshalls and see these. I just went back to Marshalls yesterday and they didn't have any, my local one. didn't have any more highlighting powders, but they did have bronzing powders from Bobbi Brown. So, and then this one was $19.99. It is the Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder in the shade Light, or 01. This is something that I've been eyeing for a long time just because I've seen so many people rave about it. You can see mine's a bit hard pan already, like in the middle, the little, I don't know how you would explain it, but you can just kind of see it's hard pan. And it's not very pigmented. I have to kind of get my brush in there and kind of dig. I'm gonna be honest. I had high expectations and it's not my favorite, but it is high end, so I'm gonna keep it around and try it out some more. But if I do keep trying it and I just, you know, still can't work with it as well as other ones, then I will end up getting rid of it. So let's move right along. I've searched for this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Wear, Fresh Wear, sorry, powder foundation everywhere, and I could not find my shade. And then I just took a vacation with my grandparents and my aunt to Pigeon Forge over this past weekend, and I finally found it in a drugstore up there. So excited. This was the only light shade that they had, and this was shade 5. Yeah, 5, or the name is Pearl. So I just kind of grabbed it and hoped for the best. So you open it and that's what it looks like. You can kind of tell it's dirty. I have been using the heck out of it. And then you even get under there a nice little mirror and one of the little puffs. You can tell I've been using that as well. I've tried this several ways. It is a bit light, so I kind of look like a ghost when I use it. But it is super full coverage. It's very nice. If you can manage to find your shade, I think you will love this, especially if you have kind of oily skin or if you're just looking for a full coverage powder. This is good. This is $14. And I do actually like it. Again, it's just not my color, so if I could find maybe like a shade darker, I'll be okay. I have been fake tanning, especially on my face, my chest, and my arms, so that's probably why it's not my shade right now. Maybe when my fake tan wears off, I'll feel a little different about the color. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated, but it is very full coverage. I've also seen people comparing this Fast Base Concealer from Makeup Revolution to the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. That's why it's such a dark color. I got it for a contour, not a concealer. Though I have had this in a concealer before and I just didn't like it. I think my friend took it. I think I gave it to my friend because I didn't like it. So I grabbed another one. I think they're $6, I believe. But they're supposed to have the same little applicator that the contour wands from Charlotte Tilbury do. So I grabbed it because people have been saying it's pretty much the same thing, but for much cheaper. And I do actually like this for contour, so I'm gonna put this with my contour, my cream contour stuff, and use it. I've been trying it. You can tell I've been trying it. This applicator is much softer than I remember it being the first time I've tried it. So I don't know if they've changed it or maybe it was just soft because it's so new, but I really do like that as a contour, much better than I did a concealer. I think my problem was that it's so light coverage. It didn't really do anything for me as a concealer, but for a contour it does actually do something. Speaking of concealer, this is the new Morphe 2 Hide and Peak Concealer. I am in the shade, let me see, Peak of Pearl. I'm wearing this today. I've been trying it out. I really love this. I really like the applicator. This is, again, just supposed to be super natural, a light coverage. You kind of see it's like very tiny and it's flat on both sides. I really like this. They have a very good shade range. I think this is $12. I was stuck between getting this one or the NYX Born to Glow, the one in the squeezy tube. That kind of has the same applicator as the Fast Base, but it's in a squeezy tube instead of a twisty one. So maybe I'll pick the NYX one up when I go back. Some people say NYX, some people say NYX. I never know what to call it, but I'm going to call it NYX because that's just what I've been calling it since I started doing makeup. So yes, I really do enjoy this. So luckily all the face products were a win for me except for the bronzer. I'm just not a big fan so far. Other than that, you know, I really do enjoy everything. So let's move on to eye products and then we'll do SpongeBob and then we'll be done. So here are my eye products and one lip product that I have. I'll move that over here. It's just aggravating me. So let's go ahead and get the lip product out of the way. I've been using this Laneige lip sleeping mask forever now. It's pretty old, but I've been using the crap out of it for a while. I've had it for about 1.5 years maybe now. 2 years maybe. I don't know. I've been loving it, right? So again at Marshall's I found this Laneige. This is the lip glowy balm, so instead of being in a jar it's a squeezy tube, and this is in the scent grapefruit. It smells very citrusy. It does not really smell like grapefruit to me necessarily, and that's what the thing looks like. It was $9.99, I believe, and I've really been enjoying it. It's the same formula as the ones that come in the jar, and they do have the jar ones at Marshall's as well for $12.99. And I'm dropping stuff everywhere. So these are $12.99 at Marshall's, and then the little squeezy tubes are $9.99. So I guess this just has more in it maybe, but they're the same exact formula, I find, and I really like them because they're not sticky, they're not thick, they're just a very good formula to leave on overnight, especially to wake up with nice moisturized lips. Okay, moving right along, I did find these Ioni, I think that's how you say that, I'm not really sure. Anyway, they're Everlasting Lash Glue. They're 100% vegan, $1 at Dollar Tree. I grabbed quite a few of these. I've used it a couple of times, not this one, this is the brand new one, but I have used these a couple of times. I just wanted to come on here so I can show you guys what the packaging looks like. It reminds me a lot of my Duo Lash Glue, which I ran out of, so picked up about 3 or 4 of these bad boys at my Dollar Tree rather. So the component is super, super cute. I love it. It's kind of small to compare. I do have like a Kiss Lash Glue right here. So here's the Kiss adhesive, and then here's the Everlasting Lash Glue. Compare sizes for you. And as far as like thickness, I don't know, circumference, I guess I should say. It doesn't smell great, but it does the job. The wand doesn't have a lot of product on it, which I like, because sometimes I can really like drown my lashes in product and it takes them forever to dry. So I like the fact that it doesn't pick up a lot of product, and it really just helps me evenly distribute it onto my lash band before I put it onto my eye. I don't know if that's something that I like. So if you have a Dollar Tree near you, I would definitely go look for this. It's only $1, and I mean, it's amazing. It beats spending $5 or $6 on a lash glue from CVS or Walmart. So highly recommend that one. I just wanted to share with you guys. Let's move on to the next one. So Milani came out with a lot of fruit themed products recently. I mean, they've had the Fruit Fetish sprays, but they came out with like a blueberry line, a cherry line, a peach line, and I think an avocado line was the other one. So my mom picked up a couple things from the cherry line. I know that she got the nourishing oil and the setting spray, because their setting sprays that smell like fruit are just amazing. I'm currently almost out of the mango coconut one. I need to grab another one. But this is the peach tinted under eye brightener. It's supposed to be illuminating. I'll swatch it. I find this just a little too dark for me, but that's okay. I can work with it. So there's what it looks like. Let me put the tube, or the top back on the tube, excuse me. So here's what it looks like. It's just a little too dark, and it dries and it oxidizes, I feel like, but it does cover dark circles pretty nicely. I just feel like, I don't know, that is just, for me personally, it's a bit too dark, but I have been trying to keep on using it. I use it under my makeup, so it really doesn't matter if it's a bit too dark. As long as it covers my under eye circles, I don't mind. So if you like that and you're a bit of a deeper skin tone than I am, you might like this. I got it at CVS. I think it was $10, and I do know they have an avocado one that's supposed to be just a regular eye cream. It's not tinted. It's just supposed to be hydrating. And this one dries matte. As you see, it's just not really that glowy anymore. It's supposed to be illuminating, but to me it doesn't do that. It's just tinted and it dries matte. So if you don't like that, I would kind of skip out on that one and just try the avocado one if you prefer something hydrating. And last but not least in this category is the Makeup Revolution. The light's making it hard to read, sorry. Makeup Revolution Eye Glisten. It's a foil and a glitter liquid eyeshadow. Does it say the shade? It does not. But this is the rose gold one. My mom has the gold one. She's been wanting to try these out for a while, and she gave this one to me. So you have one side here. These, by the way, they're supposed to be a dupe for the Huda liquid eyeshadows. Do I have my Huda one out? Yes, I do. So I will grab my Huda one to compare, just so we can see. So this is a Huda one, and it has like a metallic on one side, and that's what the applicator looks like, just a little brush. And then you have a matte on the other side. She does have multiple colors of these. This is just the one that I have. Then you have a matte one with this kind of like a concealer applicator on it. So you have a matte and then a metallic, and then with these you have a metallic and a glitter, which I prefer. I just don't like cream matte shadows unless it's going to be skin tone, so I can use it as an eye primer. So you have that same little applicator for the shimmer side, and I will just swatch that right here so you can kind of see. It's very nice. It's very pretty. And then that's what it looks like, kind of blended in. Just very subtle, very nice. And then you have a glitter side, which has that same applicator, and I'll just put this right beside it. It's just very pretty. And then I'll also swatch the Huda one, just the metallic, just so you can see the difference here in formula. I don't think there is much of any, to be honest, with a metallic shadow. Gosh, I've had this one forever. It's kind of drying out. I do use it often though. So there's the Huda one. The rose gold one right beside it, of course, is Makeup Revolution. So I really do enjoy both formulas, and I think that the Makeup Revolution just makes really good products in general. I do love a lot of their stuff. Super affordable, some really good dupes, and overall I highly recommend them. Finally, it's time for the main event. Yay! This Wet n Wild SpongeBob collection has been like such a huge thing and so hard to find. So I found most of everything minus these two. So the sponges, the brushes, the sponge holder at Walmart. Me and my mom had to order these from Ulta's website once they came out. So yes, this is from Wet n Wild. This is the brand new SpongeBob collection. Super exciting if you love SpongeBob. I do have my Fenty Kilowatt highlighter just to compare to this one, because I know everybody's been saying it's a dupe, and I have tried it. It is the exact same thing. The only difference is the Fenty ones are like over $20, I believe. I think they're like $29.99 or something like that, and then this one is $5.99. So it's the only difference. You're just paying for Fenty pretty much at that point. So let's just go over everything. I've been using this quite a bit, so I have quite a few opinions, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. I had to stop that video real quick because I was about to sneeze and I didn't, want to do that on video, so whatever. Let's just go ahead and start with the sponges. I'll save the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter for last since I'm going to be doing swatches. These are the sponges, so I have all but Squidward just because I really, I didn't need 3 sponges. I already have the Juno and Co. one too, and I have a literal drawer full of sponges. Some aren't even used yet, so I do keep a lot of them on hand. But this is the Patrick one, which I've been using a lot for concealer. I really just like kind of holding it like that and getting under my eye is super nice. This is a really nice little pointed one for getting under your eyes. And then of course I use that for just patting everything in. You can kind of see he's got some stains on him already. They're okay. Wet n Wild sponges aren't my favorite. I do have one of their regular sponges as well. They're just a little hard even when you wet them. They're not really soft. They're not really bouncy. I do like the SpongeBob one though. I like this kind of curved edge here for just blending in foundation, a cream foundation. So they do have their faces on them. It's really cute. It even has Patrick's little stars on his pants down there, and I really think these are adorable, if anything. So, and I'm definitely going to be keeping the sponge holder on display because look at it, it's like SpongeBob's house. And you can even open it and put SpongeBob inside of there. Sadly, they both won't fit. They're, too big to fit, but you can either keep SpongeBob in there, or, should you want, to keep Patrick in there. Squidward was an odd looking sponge. It was kind of like an hourglass shape. And so I really just wanted Patrick and SpongeBob. But if I had to pick one, I would just pick Patrick. He's just a really nice. You can use the bottom for foundation and the top for concealer. But yes, I'm definitely going to be keeping this on my stand. So if we do tutorials, you'll see this in the background. Because this is absolutely adorable, if anything. And I do believe the blenders are $4.99 a piece. And I think the sponge holder was $3.99. So let's move right along. As you can see, they're just not very squishy compared to some of my other ones. Like, compared to my Juno and Co. They're just not as good, but they are very cheap and they're very affordable. So let's move on to the brushes, which I believe are $5.99 a piece as well, $6.99, somewhere in that range. The only thing that's above $10 in this collection is going to be the eyeshadow palette, and it's $15. So as normal, they're staying very affordable. Wet n Wild has always been such a good brand. So they're both little kabuki brushes. You have more like a powder brush. You can see I've been using it. He's kind of light up top. I've been using it for powder just all over, and it's the sandy one. And I'm also keeping this on display because it sits flat and it is absolutely adorable. I love this. It's actually a really good just all over powder brush just for lightly setting your face. They're very soft too, like in full brushes. They're not like super thin. They're very dense. They're very good quality. And then this I like to use for bronzer. As you can see, I've been using the heck out of that for bronzer. This is just so cute. I wish there was a way I could kind of like stand him up as well, but he's very thin at the bottom, and he just, I mean, like, he won't. I wish he was a bit thicker. This part here at the bottom, I just wish it was wider so you can sit him down as well. But I could put him on the top of my makeup storage boxes, so there's no worries there. But he is just, I mean, he's so cute. And again, these brushes are just such good quality. They're so soft. I really do recommend these if you're looking for some new brushes. I didn't think I would like this for bronzer, but it is really good for blending it out. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and do the highlighters. This is the SpongeBob highlighter. This all is limited edition, by the way. It's very hard to find at Walmart. So it even has his little face in it. It's super cute. Let's just go ahead and compare him to Trophy Wife from Fenty. The high end. I'll let you see them both. So here they are. I'll swatch them. So we will put SpongeBob on my index finger. There he is. And then we will put Fenty on my middle finger. And there he is. They look the exact same. And then I did clean my hand off from the swatches, so let's put SpongeBob right here on the left and Fenty right here on the right. The only difference I would say is Fenty has more glitter versus SpongeBob is just more metallic. It does still have a little bit of glitter, but not nearly as much. And Fenty, I was about to say, Fenty is not as metallic. So honestly, from the two, I do prefer SpongeBob just because it's more metallic and it's a bit brighter versus Fenty. I feel like you just get more glitter with it, which surprises me because I do have one more. I have a Fenty highlighter duo. I have this one right here, and they are actually more metallic than they are shimmery, so it shocks me. But I am actually very impressed with Wet n Wild. This is $5.99. It's a very good highlighter. I have enjoyed their highlighters in the past. I think I got rid of all of them though, just because I have dupes, like I have other colors like that, mainly in palettes, so I just didn't need more than one, you know, kind of hanging around. But they do have very good highlighters, and I will be keeping this one because it's super good quality. If anything, I would keep this and get rid of Fenty because I do prefer that. So let's talk about the star of the show, this $15 Nautical Nonsense SpongeBob palette. So it says that you have a mix of mattes, let me see, matte sparkly shimmers, gleaming satins, and self-adhering multi-dimensional glitters. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades that will stain your eye. Those shades are called pressed pigments, so they're not the same as an eyeshadow. They're pressed harder. They're meant to be more pigmented. And with those, you just need to pack them on and then blend instead of going straight in and trying to go ham and blending them. They'll look funny if you just try to do that, and that's why, because they're not formulated the same. So here is the palette. Of course, I'm going to swatch some of the glitters and the shimmers for you. I'm going to put him down and then lower you guys a bit as well, just so we can, so I have more room. Yes, let's just put you all the way down so you can see him close up. It's very beautiful, but I'm going to be honest, I just expected more. When I got it in, I kind of wasn't as excited as I was to use it when I saw it online. So I'm not going to swatch the mattes. Mattes are kind of iffy, but I will tell you from using it, the mattes are amazing. Honestly, the mattes are my favorite part about it. I'm not a big fan of glitters. My favorite glitter in here is this one up here. The names are on the back, by the way. I'll just show you the packaging before we start. So this is the front. Super nice. If this did not say Wet n Wild and I did not know it was a Wet n Wild palette or a collaboration, I would honestly think it was e.l.f. just because... There I go again, dropping stuff. I will show you why I would think it was e.l.f. because this is the Retro Paradise palette. Same exact size, same exact layout. And yeah, I honestly would have thought it was the same exact brand doing it there because of the way it's laid out. So these two are the same exact size, same kind of packaging where you can like see this outer ring right here, and then they even have the clear tops. So I would just think it was e.l.f. if I did not see the name. And I think these are like $15 as well. I could be wrong. It's been quite a while since I've purchased an e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. So yeah, I could be wrong, but I believe they're even the same price. So that is the front of the palette, and then the names and the description and everything are on the back. There's the description. There are the shades and the names. So if you look up close, the ones with these little stars next to them are the pressed pigments. Excuse my nails, by the way. I need them done again. So yes, that's the palette, the packaging. Let's do some swatches. Okay. I'm going to swatch this one. I believe this one is a glitter. And then I'll swatch this one. This one's one of those interesting ones. It's got like marble, like the white marbled in there. There they are. Let's also swatch this glitter over here. It's my favorite glitter in the palette. It's so pretty. And then, what other one should I swatch? I don't want to swatch like every shimmer, but I do want to swatch some for you. We'll swatch this one, this little burgundy wine-ish color right here. So I'll put them on my arm. Ta-da! Here's the first one. I mean, that is actually very pretty. It's beautiful. Here's the second one. Again, very nice. Here's the third, that glitter. And then here is the wine-ish color one right there. Very nice, very pretty. So I said I wasn't going to do any more swatches, but I lied. I did go ahead and swatch the rest of the shimmers in the palette. So there they are, the two chunky glitters at the bottom included. Again, I'm just not a fan of those two glitters at the bottom, especially there. The gold one's okay. That reddish one is very, like, just inconsistent. I feel like it's not as, I don't want to say pigmented because they're glitter, but it's just not as good as the other one, I don't feel like. But yeah, my thing with this palette is the mattes are okay. The mattes are, you know, they're average. They're okay. The shimmers are okay. I don't like the three glitters. I wish that they would have just put more shimmer in there instead. I just feel like glitter isn't something that everybody wants. I feel like, in fact, nowadays, not a lot of people want it at all just because it's unsafe for the eyes a lot of the times. And yeah, I don't feel like those glitters really need to be in here. And it's not as kapow as I thought it would be. I had higher expectations from seeing it online than I do now. It's just kind of bleh to me. In terms of like everything else in my collection, I just feel like this is something that I don't necessarily need. So I will keep playing with it a few more times before I make up my mind, but I might end up giving this away or selling it on Poshmark simply because it's just not my forte. So I do, however, because it is considered a face and eye palette is what they call it, I've been using that for my eyebrows, this brown shade down here, and even though it has a bit of shimmer to it, the shimmer doesn't come off on my eyebrows, and it is actually a really good eyebrow shade. So I thought I would throw that out there. If you have brown eyebrows, or even like a darker color eyebrow, you might like this. You could also, you know, double it, like use that as a blush, or use that as a highlight, or, you know, contour, you know, if you're a pale person like me. I have not tried that yet, but yeah. So that's the palette. I'm not too wowed by it, but again, I'm going to keep trying it out and see if I can, you know, make it work. I don't just want to keep it and then have it sitting and literally never touch it, because that's what will happen if I don't like it. I'll just leave it here and I don't touch it. So I'm gonna keep trying it and make up my mind on it. But yeah, that is everything, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to leave it a huge thumbs up if you like it, and next time I'll do a tutorial using some of these products. So if you want to see any of them specifically being used, make sure you comment down below and let me know which ones you want to see, and I will see you guys then. I cannot believe I forgot to talk about these or mention them, but really quick, this is the Wet n Wild SpongeBob BFF. It's a hydrating and brightening primer mist, and you can see all that glitter in there. It's super fun. I really do like this. The only thing is there's just a lot of glitter, and I don't like a lot of glitter on my face. So they also have a setting spray. I didn't grab it, but I did grab that, and I didn't want to keep these kind of sideways in my drawer, so I had them up top, and that's why I forgot about them. And then this is the Pure and Barbie setting mist. Look at that. This is the fanciest setting spray I've ever seen. So you turn the nozzle up top and then squeeze it, and it comes out just like the old-fashioned perfumes would. It's super cute. Again, these are just both very glowy. This is a setting spray that's kind of the same color, and the same thing going on, just a bit more shimmer than glitter. So yeah, and then you can see the little ball here at the bottom that helps shake it. This one has them as well, just down there. somewhere. So yeah, that's those two. I'm so sorry I forgot to mention them. They were just up top and they were in my drawer. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.